How you doing, everybody? This is Let's Be Real, Brad, and today I'm be talking about the classic Halloween movie from Disney Channel, Halloweentown. Now, I had never, ever watched this movie in my entire life. I didn't even know anything about this movie. To be honest, I had kind of heard of this movie growing up. I know a lot of my friends did. It came out the times that I was literally growing up as a kid, but I just never watched it. So now, finally watching it, I can understand the hype of why people like this, and I can understand why people really have this great nostalgia for it. Personally, for me, I really didn't think it was that good. I'll talk about some of the positive things that I like and understand why this is such a big phenomenon for everybody. The whole idea of Halloweentown is really cool. I really enjoy the fact that they all go to this really cool place that really isn't explained at all, and maybe they explain a little bit in the other movies, but it's just a cool place with all these creatures and goblins and ghouls and all these different horror creatures that you have seen throughout the years, and they all come to this cool place. I really like the costume design. I thought that was a really big standout. Considering this is a Disney Channel original back in the 90s, I thought some of it was really impressive for a TV movie. I mean, if I compare it to a feature movie, it's not really fair, to be honest, but I think for what it is, I think it does a really solid job. I enjoyed the music in this movie. It really captures that Halloween theme, and it's just really enjoyable. It feels like this fun, adventurous film that I'm really ready to be excited for. Really enjoy this main character. What's her name? Hey, Maddie. Yeah? What's the main character? What's the girl's name in Halloweentown? Marny, okay. If you guys have seen this movie, and you guys know me, she is literally the female equivalent of me. I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, wow. Some of the lines she was saying, I was like, I would definitely say that at 13 years old. I probably say some of that stuff now. So I definitely personally resonated with the character, and I thought she was actually a really good character that really had a lot of sass to her and just wanted to do things for herself, and really made a lot of great points for a 13-year-old. I was really impressed. If we're gonna talk about some of the complaints I have with this movie, there's a lot of them, and I think that the main character, Dillon, is so terrible. I understand he's just kind of a mean, sarcastic, very intelligent character, but it's like that the whole movie, and even by the end, he's still questioning everything. There's a certain point where you see things in life and you're just like, okay, I have to somewhat accept this or try to understand it. He's just so skeptical the entire time, and it was so annoying. I found it so beyond unrealistic. There's so many times where I literally wanted to punt kick him off a roof into a garbage can because of how annoying he was. I also found the twist really, really bad. I knew it right from the start. And I think that's honestly due to the lack of characters that we meet in this movie. I mean, you only meet a few characters, and this character is supposed to be like the big character that we're supposed to meet. We meet him a couple times. So, like, I already knew he was gonna be the villain, and that was just a really big downfall. Also, the idea of Halloweentown I think is really cool, but the problem I have with it, I feel like they don't really get into everything. They kind of just show off all the cool little things that, oh, it's like the human world, but think about it as like a monster world, and like that's kind of funny and cool, but we don't really know anything about Halloweentown at all. It really does feel like an origin introduction movie. A lot of really hammered in exposition that I thought could have just been done in a better way, whereas I feel as though like a movie like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone does a really awesome job handling exposition in that movie and getting this into that world of Hogwarts and Gringotts and how the wizarding world works compared to the mortal world. I thought the climax felt very underwhelming. I feel like it was setting up for this really big moment. I felt like it was just too easy. You see there's so many cheesy and some really bad CGI moments or some really terrible green screen in this movie, and some really bad hammered writing that really did annoy me though, and I understand that people might get over that fact just because it was a Disney Channel movie they grew up with, but personally for me, I just found it honestly so annoying. I found some of the directing extremely boring and stale. There's so many shots where it just goes to one character, back to another character, and they do it consistently over again. And I can probably understand that. It's a TV movie. They probably didn't have a lot of experience going into this movie. I think there's so many really creative shots that they could have made with this movie that would have got me more immersed and this more cool atmosphere. Overall, if you guys really enjoy this movie, I can totally understand why. Don't let my opinion absolutely knock off your opinion for loving this movie. I'm just trying to show you a different opinion of why I didn't like the movie and why someone may not like Halloweentown, or maybe you know yourself and you still enjoy it. That is totally okay. I'm gonna give this movie a strong 3 out of 10. Guys, let me know. Have you guys seen Halloweentown? Do you guys hate my opinion? You guys already hate me already? Let me know down below. As always, please like and share the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me. You guys are liking my videos. Subscribe to my channel. You guys are the best. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video.